Both types of sports with Schoode and Tor. Football discussion on the internet.
Tor fancies himself a football soothsayer, and he's been killing it the past couple of weeks. So I actually brought him some film breakdown at the end of the show today. So are you nervous about this at all, Tor?
I'm kind of excited to see what you have prepared here.
Okay. Well, I haven't, this is not something that I like to give you any preparation for. I just like to spring it on you. So I'm going to need your assessment of what we're watching here, okay?
Everybody,
Gotcha.
Haley back again. We are now on the river, but I'm going to go off the river and see what everybody around the shop is up.
So far?
So far, I know with the paddleboard, you need a lot of good core strength. When I was last on a paddleboard, I was constantly falling off because my
Please,
fat
God,
belly.
take video next time. Please, God, take video next time.
This woman does sit-ups because she isn't falling yet. Looks like looks like she's comfortable on a paddleboard, which is a win for anybody. Those things are nightmares.
I know you're doing the film breakdown here, Tor, but may I at least chime in?
Please.
Shorts, little bit, I think. Also, river paddleboarding, less than ocean paddleboarding. When someone's actually out in the big blue, I have a lot more respect.
I don't know if I'd even qualify film breakdown. I wouldn't qualify this river as this is a river. It's more of a creek.
I feel like if I fell into that, something would definitely swim up my pee hole. I think it's a fucking probably 75% chance.
Hey, everybody, Haley back again. We are now on the river, but I'm going to go off the river. And
So on the river now, off the river is where she's headed next, Tor.
Gotcha.
I guess that's how the plan unfolds.
see what everybody around the shop is up to. Let's go check it out.
Oh, God, you can't do that.
What everybody around the shop is up to. Let's go check it out.
I had seen this play earlier in the week, but I hadn't seen the lead in. I hadn't seen the offense getting set, so I just seen the final outcome. So
You just saw the highlight. You were watching the red zone of this lady on the river. But then she's going to head off the river, Tor. That's what you need to understand.
Hey, everybody, Haley back again. We are now on the river, but I'm going to go off the river and see what everybody around the shop is up to. Let's go check it out.
You see, two things here. You didn't have enough speed getting to the destination, getting to off the river. You just kind of glided in, and then you got out from underneath your hips.
You think?
Let's go check it out.
Oh,
Big shouts to the film editing crew for making the cut at the right spot. See, I thought it's so terrible. Like, I thought it was a fake video because, like, her acting is kind of bad. But the extent of the slip and fall, there is no chance injury was averted. So it leads me to believe that whole thing was a shoot.
you just have to be so cautious with docks. I've told the story on the show. I almost broke my leg trying to
Put
take
the foot
big,
through the,
it stomped right through a dock, and I had to rebuild it with my dad, my neighbor Bobby, and they were yelling at me because I couldn't hit the hammer right, and I was getting this woman. I guarantee you,
this woman right here.
Shop is up to. Let's go check it out.
That's when you like get that big awful scrape down the side of your. I mean, whenever you fall off a dock, you just are flailing, and then you scrape shit up, and there's barnacles, and it's the worst way to fall.
Jumping into water is probably one of the real pieces of freedom that humans
Top
have.
10.
It's a fantastic feeling. Go from dock euphoria, hit the water, second euphoria. Going from water to land, probably a bottom 5 human experience that you can have.
The fat, the fat is coming up. And
if you're leaving the beach, you realize how much sand you have in your britches. If you're going, if you're lakeside, high crack. If you got a high crack, that's a problem. Lakeside, you're stepping on rocks, you're walking through weeds. Always be careful. How many times have you watched this video this week?
I watched it the entire morning. Like, it was difficult for me to prep the fucking show because the sound alone is worth.
It's a Family Guy sound effect. You couldn't make that in a Foley studio.
I don't know how many views this video has, but half of them have to be the
What's up to? Let's go check it out.
And also, there's like. There's the smugness of everybody that paddleboards. Like, there isn't one person that paddleboards that's quiet about it. And I get it. It's kind of cool. Like, it's a cool skill to have. But it ain't playing the fucking guitar. It's not playing the mandolin.
The paddleboard is the standing desk of watercraft, where it's saying, oh, all of you kayakers that have to sit down and you paddle while sitting, watch this. I'm going to raise my laptop up and I'm going to stand and work. I'm going to stand and paddle.
Let me tell you something, man. If Chris Kiner isn't fucking blowing up your phone, I know I said you're you're a huge asshole that you never sent a resume in and you expected them to call you. But you're absolutely right. Paddleboard people and standing desk people are the same fucking whatever the CrossFit people were, they have evolved now into standing desk paddleboard people.
Can I tell you what this? I live right across from a CrossFit gym. And actually, I've genuinely kind of been impressed because these people are getting some work in. But every now and again, someone brings their dog into the gym and it's like an aluminum barn that's blasting music. And the reverb in the gym has to be a nightmare. I want to go and just take the dog off the leash and release it to the wild because it's being tortured and it's torturing everybody trying to get a lift in.
I don't even think I follow. First of all, that can't be good for the dog, right?
Yeah.
Like dogs have very sensitive hearing.
It's just people bringing dogs where they don't need to bring them. And I just have been shocked seeing it in a CrossFit gym.
I can't believe that people of New Jersey that reside there would act this way. There's a guy that is built like one of what you're talking about, one of these alcoves in our neighborhood where he's turned his garage into some sort of CrossFit thing. And I would say 9 times out of 10, I walk past there with the dog. He's in there. There's the big fan and he's got his kids in there and he's barking out orders. Burpees. Dude, take a walk around the block. Like no one's impressed by that. He's got that fucking music.
What a nightmare.
I'm like, bro, you live in fucking Fair Lakes. Get a hold of yourself.